Hi, I'm Dan, and as you may be aware, I've been a part of the worship team at both Grosvenor and the North Devon House of Prayer for the past couple of years. I just wanted to do this video to update you on what I've been up to over these last couple of months. So to let you know about that, first we have to hop back to the first lockdown. In the first lockdown, I felt God calling me to do a discipleship training school with circuit riders in Huntington Beach, California. That course started in September 2020, last year. It wasn't easy to get to the States as of all the lockdowns and all the travel restrictions that are currently running at the moment. I actually had to spend 2 weeks in Mexico with some friends from a YWAM base. God really opened up the door for me with that. I had no way of getting to the States, and then suddenly I had a message from some friends of my grandparents inviting me to go to Mexico, which in turn made me clear of the travel ban. I travelled to Mexico at the end of August last year. During my time in Mexico, I helped Youth with a Mission with their Homes of Hope project. I was a part of a small team that went into one of the local communities and built a house. After being in Mexico, I was able to travel to the US, ready to start the school. I started the school back in September and I had an amazing time. Due to COVID, we actually couldn't meet in buildings. We couldn't do things as normal. So we were meeting in parks, a bit like where I am now. We met, there was about 70 of us in the school, and we had guest speakers from different parts of the US, as well as from within YWAM, and also speakers from within circuit riders. During the school, there was plenty of opportunities to practice and grow in evangelism. We had a weekly evangelism outreach where we'd go out to the streets and we'd evangelize to people. The training part of the school ran from September till the end of November, and due to my permit that I entered the States on, I could only stay for 90 days, so I had to come home. But fortunately, there was a break between December and January of where, because of COVID reasons, they just felt it would be safer to take a break out of the school and not begin planning for the outreach just yet. The outreach part of this discipleship training school starts on March 1st. And yes, I'm back in the States. I had an amazing experience of getting here. I actually, because of travel restrictions still being restricted for access from the UK, I actually had an amazing opportunity where I was just praying to God, asking God for an opportunity of like a way to be made that I could make it back here in the States. And God came through. At the start of January, I had a friend contact me about going to do some media work, some missionary work in Ukraine. See, I could enter the States from Ukraine if I had been there for more than 2 weeks. And he was inviting me on this trip for 17 days. So this actually opened up a door in which I could access traveling to the States once again. And it was a great and amazing time in Ukraine. I actually had opportunity whilst I was there to lead worship at a church and a youth group. And it was just so good because actually some of the guys that I was with are part of the Circuit Riders Europe team. And I got to be a part of the team there, growing the contacts, growing the relationships with people in Ukraine for circuit riders, which was great and amazing and fun. I even got to share my testimony at youth groups and just sharing what God has been doing in my life. So I've been back in the States for a while now. I've been back a couple of weeks. I've been helping prepare for our Carry the Love tour. I will be part of a small team going to Oregon and Washington. I'll be leading worship and possibly speaking. We will be evangelizing and sharing God's love to university students and high school students. The normal tours that we would do, we would go to university campuses and high schools and evangelize to students and invite them along to our Carry the Love nights, where we would share the gospel. See, at Circuit Riders, the goal is to save the lost, revive the saved, and train them all. And in these Carry the Love nights, that is exactly what we do. So this has been a short little update on what I've been up to and what I'm going to be getting up to over the next 6 weeks or so. Please be praying for wisdom and guidance. COVID-19 is still a risk, it's still a thing, so please be praying that we have guidance to be wise to that. Be praying that God keeps us safe on our travels. And be praying for unity among me and the team. And finally, be praying that lives are changed and transformed as we share the gospel, that people would come to know Jesus. Thank you and goodbye. See ya.